Okay. Here we are. We're back. It's been 6 months.
Yo.
We fucking talked about anything together.
Yeah, it's been a minute, dude.
I mean, we had
Caught up on our shit.
it's been almost a year since that Carnifex review, which was so off the cuff. I don't know. I'm thinking back on that, like I don't know.
I literally listened to it like twice. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me type notes in my phone. So I act like I know what I'm talking about, and like I didn't remember like half of that shit from that album. I listened to it like maybe 1.5 times after.
I don't think I've listened to more than, or like I don't think I listened to anything from that album more than like a couple times since then.
Yeah.
I mean, I walked by them at Warped Tour the other day.
Oh, didn't even see them. Just like, oh yeah, that band.
Well, like because they were covering Slipknot, and like,
yeah, you're gonna want to walk by that.
Okay, I'll watch this. And then they were like, they were playing Hell Chose Me, and I yelled, Hell Chose Me, and walked away because Fit for a King was about to come on.
Okay, that's
yeah.
Fucking
well,
solid, man. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be talking about the year. It's been a half a year already, for fuck's sake.
Fuck now.
Much music has come out. I've listened to over 50 albums, like 60-something albums.
It's a lot of albums.
But actually, I've probably listened to more. I just like took out the ones I didn't really care enough to even have on my list anymore. So I have no life. Yeah. So let's get down to it. I'm just gonna name a bunch of them first because I have like a bunch of them listed here. I have like 25, but I'm just gonna go through them quickly. So first of all, I have Can't Swim album Fail You Again, which was a decently like it was a really enjoyable listen, but it wasn't like I wouldn't say it was very like it didn't stick with me, but every time I go back to it, it's like really enjoyable.
Yeah, it's a fun album, but not like anything groundbreaking.
Yeah, I just really like the singer's voice. It's very like
yeah, I think that's a standout part.
Like more punk oriented voice than like the style they're doing, which kind of like interesting.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I have the new Miss May I album, which again isn't doesn't stick with me very much, but when I go and listen to the songs, it's really fun to listen to. And I really loved Deathless when that came out, and so I've been keeping my eye on this band for a while, even though they're in the scene they're highly regarded. But I remember like going to the Sputnik page for the first time, being like, "Oh fuck, no one likes them."
Yeah, they're not the most favorite band. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't remember shit from the new album.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what it was called. Like I completely forgot it came.
That's right. Dude, all right, so then I have Paramore album, which is the first one here that like I actually listened to a lot.
About this album. Pull that shit on my fucking list.
That is so good. Like, I don't know.
It's such a mature effort.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's wild. I don't listen to it that often, but it's not really like my thing. Like, I don't know why. It just came out of nowhere, but all those songs are fucking catchy.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to like. I expected to like it was like a single or two, but like no, that entire album pretty much front to back. I'm like, okay, I'm sold. I'm fucking like ready for this shit.
I have Remo Drive with their album Greatest Hits.
Oh, yeah, it's good ass fucking good album right there. That's like top tier Ian Core right there.
They're just like so. They're so like they've got that attitude like old school punk, but it's like it doesn't sound like it. They just kind of feel like it. Garage rock. It's really cool.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Shut the fuck up. You started parking on it. God damn it. All right, yeah. Remo Drive. I don't know. I've kind of started calling like their thing like stoner emo almost. Like some of the underground like Bandcamp bands like them, Mom Jeans and shit, and Jank. like kind of fit up that alley because they like don't really give a shit,
Right.
but they kind of do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they good shit. Right there.
United with their what the oh shit. I should
Go on, shut the fuck up.
United, Necrobreed. This one came out of nowhere because I don't really listen to much like grind shit. But like fucking this album is it's so not like conventionally grind. It's like I mean mixed with death. It's like death grind. So it's like fucking. It's like if they're French too, so they you know some of the songs are like in French and German, which is I was trying to read the lyrics along and like fucking pay attention. I was just like, well, fuck that. But yeah, the song was wild. And Trevor from the Black Dahlia Murders on it, which is even better.
Yeah, man, it's always enough to sell an album for me at least.
Then I have the new Power Trip album.
Mm.
That shit's wild too. There's a lot of like cool riffs in that shit, which just get me every goddamn time. And the vocals are sick. I don't come back to it often, but whenever I hear like some of those songs, I'm like, God damn. One of them came on the radio when I was driving today, and I was like, crank that shit. And then I know, and you listen to this one, surprisingly, the new Tankard record was like,
oh yeah, some good old.
Like I put it on, I was like, this is gonna be really shitty. I was like, this is gonna be shitty, and then I realized
it was gonna be terrible. I was like, okay, I see what's going on here.
It was so cool. And I realized they're like one of the biggest thrash bands like from Germany. It's like wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Expected, so I had to mention that. The new record from '68.
Oh, that's
fucking
yeah.
Heart wrenching at the end. First of all,
that's one I was gonna talk about, dude. Those the last two tracks, especially just the fucking
yeah.
What can I say, dude? Like. Real sad boy hours. Who up? Fucking. Basically.
Yeah, that was insane. Then I have the new Beheaded album. I'm wild, but where are they from? They're Maltese. They're from Malta. They're fucking random ass country. Made this. This is death metal vocals on this album. Fucking insane. And the riffs are wild, so I have to mention Beheaded. I love me some good old death metal. And then I have Kendrick's album, which I didn't know if I was going to include. And I didn't know where to put it. But I think I had to mention it because it didn't, again, after like the first 2 weeks, I didn't listen to it that much. But when I come back to it, I'm fucking jam that shit. So.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how I felt about it.
It's good. I don't know. It's definitely like not as good as this other shit, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I had it pretty highly rated initially. Hold on. Yeah, but fucking, I changed. I think I want that down to like a strong 3. It's just not sitting as well, especially like in full listens. Like I'll wind up falling asleep like halfway after it.
I can agree with that. It's just like sometimes I don't know. There's a lot of catchy shit down there and a lot of cool.
There is a lot of catchy shit. It's just like. A lot of it is like really good. A lot of it is banging, especially the singles and stuff. But there's just the message isn't really as there.
Yeah.
You know. Which is.
I can agree. So next I have the Origin album. What the fuck was that called? Unparalleled Universe. Which.
Oh yeah.
I
listened to that. That's right. I remember that. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that shit. Because I looked at it and I was like, this is gonna be a prog album. And I had no clue. And then I listened to it, and it was fucking all the songs were 3 minutes, and they were like the entire time. And and then in the second half, all the songs were like 6 minutes, and it was like I don't even know. It was a wild experience. But those last few tracks were like made it into my playlist. That shit really,
yeah, it's a good one. This not the last track, but the second though. Last track.
Oh, you're down.
The last track was a cover of Brujeria, which I didn't know. It was in Spanish. It was really funny. But they're going to be on Summer Slaughter, and I want to go because I really want to see the Black Dahlia Murder play Nocturnal all the way through.
Oh, are they doing that? Are they doing a tour for that?
Yeah, they're doing Nocturnal all the way for the 10th anniversary on Summer Slaughter, and I'm like,
oh fuck!
I know.
I didn't even know Summer Slaughter was still a thing. Shit.
Have you not seen it? Dude, the lineup. You didn't see the lineup this year? It's fucking wild.
What's going on with Summer Slaughter?
Slaughter. It's Black Dahlia Murder, Dying Fetus, Origin.
Oh, I'm thinking of no, is it Taste of Chaos I'm thinking of?
Mayhem.
Oh, Mayhem, yeah, that one. Mayhem doesn't go on anymore. I was confusing
Okay.
Summer Slaughter.
Yeah, okay. It's fucking Black.
Okay, I see the score.
Dying Fetus, Oceana, Slaughter to Prevail, Origin, Ring Together, Train the Martyrs, Lorna Shore, and then I think Angel Maker made it on too, which they're a tiny ass band. The only one that I'm like, what the fuck is Betraying the Martyrs, because they're.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter because they don't play anywhere fucking near me. Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but check the Martyrs learned that. They're a little.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Band.
Next one. This is the Suffocation record, which kind of got mixed reviews, but I fucking love Suffocation, so I fucking love the shit out of this album. It slams the fucking hard, so I don't give a fuck what anyone says about vocals. If they're fucking weak, I don't give a fuck. This shit's good. Next I have Creeper. Take a left turn. Because Creeper is
That's a
awesome, and this album is catchy as fuck. I don't care. It's good shit. I walked by them or two, and I like sung the song as I walked by, and I don't remember I was going to sleep.
yeah, they are important.
They're great. Then I have Immolation with their new album. Fucking, what is it called? I don't have any of the albums names written down. I'm just fucking Atonement by Immolation. I dig the vocals on this record a lot. They're super like they're just low the whole time. It's like wild, and they're not like
it's pretty.
They're not a full speed like death metal band the entire time. They know how to like really slow it down, which is really really cool. So, there's a lot of good shit on you, and the lyrical content is actually surprisingly interesting. Then I have my final one before we actually talk about shit is the new Sick record. Sick. I fucking hate saying their name. Sick with I didn't forget this one either. The Future in Whose Eyes. Good stuff. I'm not gonna say much more about it. Anyway, why don't you talk now?
Alright. So get into it. So for to start at the bottom of it, I would definitely throw the Menzinger's new album After the Party on there.
Yes, I have that later.
You have that later. Okay. It was definitely it's definitely not my favorite, and as it's released and as I saw them in March with Jeff Rosenstock and Roswell Kid, fucking phenomenal show by the way, but gotta with time try the balance there. It's kind of fallen a little bit shorter than the other two, but I still think it's a really solid release. It's pretty still like pretty much every song on there is at least like good. Like there's no bad track on that album.
Oh yeah.
And the title track is definitely in the runnings for like song of the year.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So fucking
music video.
The music video is so good too. Kyle Thrash is a great fucking director. I looked into his stuff and he actually directs like a lot of really big music videos for his scene. He directed Your Graduation by Modern Baseball.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because that's a pretty big video. Or for the scene at least.
Yeah.
He directed that new Sultry Noise single for that
That's
video.
right.
And that was a really good fucking video. That's probably my video of the year so far. But
yeah, I always
come go back and forth. Sure.
Yeah, I guess. I always on that album though. I always come back to Thick as Thieves.
Oh yeah, Thick as Thieves is good. So some of the riffs on like the opening few songs are definitely.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was wild.
That's some really catchy guitar lines.
Yeah, and I connected with that album a lot because I was like, it was towards the beginning of the year, and like so much shit was going down in my life, and I was that sound was like fucking. It sounded so happy, and I was like, I love this.
Very happy.
Anyway,
definitely more upbeat than the previous shit, especially that Rented World, which is like literally just sad song after sad song.
It was very like inspired. I could tell. I like the Your Wild Years is really good. I think that's probably my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. Definitely, I agree.
All right, so next then, for me, I have the new Narwhals record, which I know again you were kind of like whatever.
Sorry, this is. You can talk about it because I was here.
I really like it. It's really good, like refreshing, kind of like refreshing like take on pop punk scene nowadays because a lot of shit is really produced and like very clean sounding. This is more just like straight up.
Yeah, definitely.
More real, which I don't mind shit being produced, but like it's very cool to hear some of these songs where you could tell they just kind of
definitely some more raw shit.
But I mean, fucking Straight Jacket, the first track was like.
Yeah, sure. I remember that one. I still have that in rotation in a couple of my playlists. That's not a bad album by any means. Like, because I just love their. I don't think it's their debut EP, but it's called Crew or something, CRU, and it's just some songs that, especially, is just like classic. It's so fucking good. It's just it's not like it's a bad record. It's just like I had high expectations just from the previous shit.
Yeah, and I remember from the review, I think somebody reviewed it, and it says here, fucking, they're kind of like that. I can tell that like the people in the band like kind of grew up a little bit because they're obviously like they were like partying all the time, and there's even the fucking line.
Yeah.
Fuck your party, I'm sleeping in. Like they like you can tell they kind of shifted. Even like the album artwork is like very tame.
Yeah, definitely more. Yeah, like, definitely more or less edgy.
Yeah, I can get like
pizza and shit.
Yeah, so I can tell if like you like their version more. It would. I can tell it like kind of like mellowed out, but it's still fucking kick ass. And all right. You can go. Let's do it.
So my next record I was thinking of was honestly the new Ward album has been like on repeat like really hard. It's just pop record, especially when a lot of modern, especially like actually like relevant and popular coming out.
Right.
Especially in this year with like new albums from the Chainsmokers and Ed Sheeran, and it's just all fucking shit. It's just Ward just comes in and delivers a really mature, well-crafted, well-produced, very well-written, almost masterpiece. Just with constant, every song on there can be released as a single, even like the reprise of Liability.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the whole.
Yeah, there's.
I didn't listen to it at all.
Some definitely some more.
He's cool.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't think I'd dig it honestly, but I was like, I listened to it. I was like, okay, and it grew on this.
I'm down.
I listened to it probably 20 times at this point, honestly.
I'm down for anything, man. I'll check it out. I haven't heard it all or much from it, but I know that she's like top tier when it comes to pop. So.
Yeah, especially for like actually relevant pop stars and stuff. It's top tier.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, I've been meaning to look at it. And she's like she's also you can tell she's cool. She doesn't fucking crank shit out. Like Pure Heroin was 2013.
Yeah, that was a long time ago too. I've heard, and she was only like 15, I want to say, when that dropped, and that just blew my fucking mind in itself.
Yeah, she was wild. She got big and surprisingly this album is like as good as the other one, at least is what I've seen.
I honestly like it better than her debut, which is
cool.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
The next one I've got is the Zeal and Ardor album. I think.
Oh, okay.
That shit is, oh my god. I don't even fucking have words for shit. It's so wild. If anybody doesn't know, because this band is not big at all, it's fucking. So Zeal and Ardor is a one-man band. The guy, what's his name? Manuel. His last name is French, so I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. But he makes
not that many
himself. He had another band. I can't remember what it was called, but it was more pop oriented. And the story I've heard is he went onto 4chan for whatever fucking reason and asked for people to give him like genres to mix, and somebody said like black music and black metal. So he was like, fucking all right, and
nice.
It came out fucking amazing. Like I don't know. For anyone who hasn't heard it, it's like imagine like old fucking like slaves singing in the field or whatever the fuck, and then but they're singing about Satan, and then in the background there's like black metal screams and there's like guitars and shit, like black metal and shit.
Yeah, it's got I remember it was. I need to go back because it really was. It's a very interesting and kind of almost polarizing, not in the sense of like with the community, but just as a listener and as an experience listening to it.
Absolutely. There's the two
what
tracks.
The fuck is going on here?
There's the two tracks, Sacrilegium, or the three of them, and they're instrumental and they're like electronic. And when I get there, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because like as a whole, that shit works. Like it's so wild. And when you like polarizing, like as a person, I totally get you because that shit like it's so weird to listen. But like there's some melodies in the especially in the first track, "Devil Is Fine," which is like that's the name of the album. But that's the first song I heard. I heard this song first in a podcast. I listened to the Metal Sucks podcast when I had the old host, and the one of them really fucking loved this, and they would play. They used to be able to play their songs on like podcast after they talked about them and shit. And I remember always listening to the one podcast where they mentioned it because I would always fall asleep during it, and I would always fucking be half asleep listening to this song. You know, it's like embedded in my brain. But that shit is so wild because it's just like chains clanking around and fucking like soulful singing about Satan, and it's so just thought provoking and weird. And the music video is wild too, but the rest of the album is like a lot more metal oriented. But it's wild because this guy, he can sing like that and he can scream like he's in a black metal band, which I don't know how.
Yeah, definitely very versatile.
So wild. But yeah, so anyway, I'll stop talking about it. I'll fucking go on for hours about this shit. It's insane. I recommend it very much. Just for the pure, like, what the fuck factor.
Yeah, so I guess at that, I'll take another left turn just for the fucking last one. The new Shadow of Intent album.
Yeah.
Really caught me off guard. I have no idea what because expect. I was like, oh, more deathcore, cool. Don't underground fucking deathcore. I think they're on Nuclear Blast, right? I'm on whatever label they were on. I was like, oh, cool, this label. And
yeah.
But then somebody, I think I remember seeing a news article for the new single, and then I was like, and then people were talking, like actually praising it, and I was like, what's going on here? Morbid curiosity got the best of me, and I'm glad it did because I sat down and like read more about this band. I was like, okay, deathcore band about Halo. If you ask me, and then I sat down and listened to it. The single, I forget what it was.
Oh shit! I didn't even know they were inspired by Halo. That's wow.
Oh yeah, no, the entire they're weirdly based on Halo.
I had no idea.
all the mythology. Reclaimer, Reclaimer is like about fucking Halo. Yeah, the Prophet, the Prophet's Beckoning is like about the Prophet of regret and shit from fucking Halo 2, 3.
Interesting.
Prevail. Yeah, the Heretic Prevails. That was a single that like blew my fucking mind.
That song is one of my
some crazy shit.
Holy shit, dude! Like,
yeah, definitely. And it's got a lot of like almost symphonic elements.
Yes. Oh my god, that's the best part. Fucking like when I first heard that shit. Oh my god, Peter's watching. Hi, Peter.
Oh, what's up, Peter?
What was I gonna say? Oh,
up,
fucking
Peter.
I know Peter listens to them too. What's up? Fucking this album is fucking. It was like when I first heard. I think it was the first one I heard was Heretic Prevails. Like that shit is. It's got like not even in the background, just straight up like violins and shit.
Yeah, it's a straight up symphonic deathcore album, and that's like never before.
Yeah, and there's
like it's just not something that's been done before, and I'm really glad it has because it adds an interesting element to a really not that interesting genre.
Dude, that's oh my god. So yeah, I think it's the first track. What the fuck's the fuck?
We Descend or whatever.
No, the that's like the intro, right? What's the actual?
The Return, I think.
Yes. There's the one part, and that's
the track listing right now.
I think it's that one where there's like a harpsichord playing, and
yeah.
Just that and the vocals, and that shit blows my mind. Like,
dude, it's fucking it's great. His vocals are definitely.
And then there's what's the Catacombs is like
honestly
all the features, and there's the end breakdown where it
comes. Yeah, that's the one with all the features, and it just really just deathcore circle jerk of just.
Who's I think
like
who's the.
It's like somebody just turned on like 3 garbage disposals at once. Just.
Oh fuck! Who's
let it go?
Dickie Allen from Infinite Annihilator, and then.
Yeah.
And then who's the other? There's 2 guys featured on that song. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. Fuck. Stall for me. I'm gonna try to find it. What's the Reclaimer?
Stall for you. I was like,
I'm just kidding.
My light just went off over there, and I'm like really fucking confused what just happened. But
I'm gonna pull up stuff. Because that song, that's like the end breakdown of the Catacombs. There's Dickie Allen, and he's just like a garbage disposal for his throat. Like,
it's a it's man like I. Yeah.
From nothing. He's got my bag. Oh wait, what was he on? Oh, Ingested. Oh, fuck me. Okay, he's from Ingested. Okay, cool. Yeah. So he's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then there's The Gathering of All, which has fucking the dude from Alex Terrible from Slaughter. And then Tom Barber.
Now it's a crazy one.
Yeah, oh my god. And Tom Barber from Lorna Shore and The Prophet's Beckoning. This album is like
that was
it would have had.
It's almost like a rap album. It's fucking like features and shit. It
would have been the perfect, like all of the best vocalists. They would have had Travis Ryan. All of the best.
Yeah, but Travis Ryan isn't really in their scene, to be fair.
Like
I would agree. That would be fucking. That'd be something.
He hates core music, but if he was on this record, he'd be God. But anyway, I'm gonna stop circle jerking this record because I didn't even put it down on my list. I totally forgot about it.
It's a Circle Durkin record, dude.
It's a little long though. I will say, like I won't just. It's almost an hour long, which is
yeah for a core record. It's pretty.
All the songs are like
pretty lengthy,
but it is definitely like if you can digest it, it's really cool.
Yeah, is it? I think it's over an hour long, right?
I think it's close.
Probably.
It's
it won't load on my Spotify, but it doesn't.
58
minutes. Pretty long for a core record, yeah.
Peter keeps texting. Anyway. Next, this is my list. I talked more than you about your album, but let's go. Havoc with what's their album called? I don't know. Informant Side. This I know this kind of got like extra views. I know that a lot of people like it. A lot of people were like, it wasn't as good as their older shit, but I really love this album a lot. Like just the raw fucking energy comes from this band is like insane. For the vocals definitely are like fucking wild. Like FPC, Fuck Political Correctness is like that song just fucking opens up this album, and you can tell what they're going for.
There's definitely a
Hang 'em High
going on.
Wild ass chorus on Hang 'em High, and then there's what's the end? There's Pieces and Pieces. Oh man, this album is fucking wild, man. I haven't listened to Havoc before, but I love their shirts because they have the shirts that say "No Karate in the Pit," and I wholeheartedly agree with that because fuck hardcore dancing.
You're not a fan of hardcore dancing, you know?
Dude, we saw fucking Knocked Loose at Warped, and
no,
like Jesus Christ, I was at the barrier, but like it was at the
girl, so you're spin kicks,
so, like
fucking
the crowd is literally like 100 people because they're a Full Sail stage band, so they're like tiny as fucking no, and there's not even room to fit anyone in front of that stage.
Yeah, there's not even room. Like there's definitely more than 100 people that listen to Knocked Loose, but yeah.
Yeah, oh my god! Like I was barrier and I was right there, but I could look back and like it was just people fucking like Peter. Peter was in the pit. Peter's one of my friends, by the way. Anyone who's watching, Peter was in the pit for the first song. It was Oblivion's Peak, and he was like, "I got throat punched and I stopped pitting for the entire song." So, yeah, I don't fucks with hardcore dancing, so I like those Havoc shirts. Anyway, on another tangent. What you got?
Okay. Now, this was the more left turns. This one's gone.
I'm down.
Doing a fucking backflip or something. The new I don't think you checked this out, but the new Vince Staples record is
I heard
definitely different take on hip hop, especially from in 2017, where everything's either like some super pretentious political hip hop record that's just trying to be fucking Kendrick, or just a really shitty mumble rap trap record that's trying to be Lil Uzi Vert. And Vince kind of takes his own stance on it and makes a lot of it's like almost conceptual and very clever lyricism, really well done beats, and there's it's called Big Fish Theory, and there are a lot of I guess oceanic qualities about it, and there are like this is a bad analogy, but I don't know if you listened to Amity Afflictions, like Let the Ocean Take Me.
I heard a couple songs.
That record that dropped. That was a really bad analogy, but you know how you're going for with all the ocean imagery and shit. And there's a lot of that on there, and just fish, and it's just like there's just so much to say about it. And I literally can't even think because I'm just trying to spout the shit. It's a really phenomenal. Like everything about it is just so well executed. even the fucking interlude on the album is like like a banger. Like even if it's just like some girl with a British accent talking like over a beat, it's still like, yeah, fuck with this.
That yeah, I'll have to check it out. But that reminds me of I gotta mention the it didn't really come close to my list here, but fucking what was it? Injury Reserves album.
Oh, that came out last year, I think.
Am I retarded?
Yeah, it came out December. It came out like really late last year. It was like end of December, so I don't blame you. But
Right.
That was a good fucking. If it came out this year, it'd easily be my hip hop album of the year. It's just so fucking banging out the ass. Like, oh shit, all this money. Fucking.
Oh, you know why I have it?
It's on your chest.
Yeah, dude. That's why I remember. I fucking because I count the December as the next year, so that's why I have it.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. If you're doing that, I'd fucking throw that on there too. Yeah.
December's like the time where like not a lot of albums drop, so I'm just like throw them in the next year because whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, I was fucking up about it then. It was a good album though. I don't think I talked about it yet, so it was just fucking fun.
Okay. So what's your next?
I have the Menzingers album next, but we fucking jerked that off already. So,
oh shit, yeah, it's a good jerk off album.
I guess I'll just mention While She Sleeps. Because While She Sleeps.
Oh shit, yeah. You Are We.
Yeah.
That is fucking good.
Like, between them and Wage War, I have hope for metalcore.
For real. Or at least the
With,
more traditional side of it.
Yeah, dude. And then, like, with the Mice and Men coming back, too, just to mention them, like, their new one song, like, I don't know. I'm feeling the return. I'm feeling the revival.
Unbreakable or whatever. Yeah, I'm curious what's coming. It's coming. Core Revival 2018 or some shit. It's possible. I could see it. Okay.
I'd be down. As long as it doesn't
new metal wasn't bad for that.
Yeah, definitely. As long as it doesn't go too far back, because I don't want none of those auto-tune bullshit.
Yeah, we don't want auto-tune. We don't want MySpace to get revived.
Attack reforms.
Yeah, we don't need a attack reformation. I set my friends on fire.
Re-butter the bread with butter.
Yeah, we butter bread. That was the next one I was gonna do. That fucking.
Oh man,
and it makes me just want to fucking like deck them in the jaw. Like it's just such a dumbass band name. Like,
yeah, fucking. But speaking of Attack, I actually had this fucking idea for this tour that I think would make fucking like they could sell out anywhere they played if they did this. So before this was a while ago, I had this idea. It was before Austin was all fucked up. But they did a tour with fucking Dayshell, Bill Murray, Attack, and Of Mice and Men, or fuck, and maybe Beartooth. Just and they all
you gotta throw all
their own sets, but they all played like their old songs with each other.
That'd be so hard to coordinate, but that'd be so dope.
But they did it with Dance Gavin Dance.
They did do it with Dance Gavin Dance, and that was like kind of weird, but I still fucked with it, so I didn't even care.
But like, I didn't think of Dayshell the other time I thought of it, but that would work. Like, because Bill Murray there would be so much music being played that day. But like, if they came back and did like Stickly with Austin,
it'd be a good ass set.
If they if they did Bill Murray, which would be sick to see, and then they did like Dayshell for a few songs, and they did Beartooth. And then they did like Stickly with Austin and Johnny, and then they pulled Caleb on and did fucking Smokahontas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then she
would have to pull Caleb on to do the keyboards for Stickly.
You're right, dude. And
so
then
Caleb's got to be there anyway. Like, he's already gonna be up there.
Right, but then they have Dayshell, so they can. They could get Shaylee to play old Of Mice and Men songs. Like, that would be mind. But anyway, Austin's fucked up and a dumbass. So
Yeah.
anyway, let's talk about real shit. So yeah, While She Sleeps, that album was fucking wild. There's so many good riffs and so many good breakdowns, but it's so like unconventional for like.
Yeah.
It's like kind of bringing back the old style, but then again, it's like so like their own thing.
Yeah.
So like they have like the dual singer thing, but it's like it's done so much different than the
I don't know.
traditional. Yeah, that album's
Yeah,
wild.
it's not like uh, it's not generic.
Yeah, dude, definitely.
I guess.
Not like fucking chorus, first chorus, like Sing Scream band.
How many albums have we done? Like, how many albums have we even done? And like, how many are we going to?
Well, I've got like a list, so just go for whatever the fuck you want to say.
Alright. I'll just end. I didn't want to make it too long. Next album I wanted to bring up, or at least just briefly mention, was the new Sun Kill Moon record, Common in the Red Valleys of Blood. It's like, I was really kind of unfamiliar was like he was in some folk, doing some folk shit, and his album Benji that came out a few years back, I listened to after Stage 4 came out, and Jeremy referenced on it, and then I fucking beat my meat to anything fucking Touche Boy does. So fucking when I heard that, I went back and listened to it, and that was just such a mind-blowing release for folk, and very going back to catharsis, very cathartic.
That I remember seeing that album all over Cymbal for like,
and very mature in its this fucking, and this one's the new one, Common, is like very it's long as shit, and I didn't expect as much as I did, but it's very off just the way it's almost like spoken word. There's some parts where he like sounds like he's practically fucking rapping. It's just like very staccato spoken word moments.
interesting.
Just talking about the most random ass shit, and he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he'll just talk about whatever.
Nice.
There's like a line where he's bringing up like a story where he's like talking to Anna or something, and like he's like, "Hold up, Sufjan Stevens is calling me right now. I can't talk," and just some dumbass shit like that. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It was a very singer record. Like, I haven't heard a record like it, and I probably won't hear another record like it for at least until 2017 last.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely solid.
I've never been into
Even though I don't.
Yeah, maybe I'll look into it. I haven't never been into much for folk either, but I know Cymbal jerked the fuck out to that album, so.
Yeah, that sounds like I said. I remember that. Yeah. I probably posted a couple songs from it if I'm here. Well, I think because Anthony Tano gave it a 9, so like.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was like, fucking gotta check that shit. Yeah.
That reminds me of that video he made that was like, fucking, dude, like he feels like he dictates people's music taste. Did you see that shit? That was a one.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious. Like,
yeah.
I had someone hit me up that was like, I really liked this album, and then you said it wasn't good, and then I thought it wasn't good. I was like, I totally feel that.
It's like, yes, I love that logic behind it. Yeah, that's never share some opinions, and then I'll like acknowledge them and contemplate them, and it might make me like an album less, but it also might make me like an album more. I care for Atrocity Exhibition by Daniel Brown until I like watched his review and like really thought about what I was listening to.
Yeah,
but like a lot of more of his hip hop centric stuff, I'm like, it's okay. And like I'll watch his review and what he has to say, and like a lot of the actual intricacies that he notices that I don't, because I'm just, and I'll go back and listen to it, and I'll start to pick up more of that stuff and be really into it. And it's a cool thing what he's doing, even if his comment section is a fucking clusterfuck of
I agree.
bullshit. But,
yeah. All right. So here we go. I have next.
What was your next pick?
Falls of Rhoros with Vigilance Perennial.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Like again, I don't come back.
Yeah,
To album.
that was a good fucking album.
This album is like one of the best whole albums I've heard in a long time. Because
it's a very like solid piece.
Yes, it's an experience. Like I remember the first time I listened to it, I was sitting outside on my front porch at like 9 at night. It was dark. It was like it was still spring, so it was like dark, and I was just fucking watching trees and listening to this shit. Like it was out of the world experience. Because there's shit like this kind of music that's like shoegazy, atmospheric, black metal shit just like send me somewhere else. Like I don't even know how to explain it.
It's like
I did same thing listening to the newest Oathbreaker album. I just like sat there and like absorbed it outside.
Oh yeah, that was an album I discovered this year that I wish I was like really into last year, and that's a good ass album. Definitely, I agree. The track I'm more on that. I keep coming back in.
Yeah. So because like this album is not even like there's a couple. What's Arrow and Kiln is like and White Granite are like the songs that like you can kind of listen to by themselves, but the other ones you kind of have to listen to the album as a whole.
Granite is fucking.
And it's just it's an experience. It's not like something where you just throw it on a song and like, except for me probably White Granite, but like it's such a I can't even really name anything like sing parts or anything. I just know that fucking every time I listen to it, it's fucking incredible. And that's all I gotta say.
I did want to shout out that I'm definitely when it first came out was the new Sorority Noise record.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's the thing is with that album is I kind of love hate with it because it's really inconsistent.
Yes.
But the tracks that are good on that are really fucking good.
Yeah.
That aren't good are just kind of boring. Like the second half of that record has some really I wrote like ever that shit and fucking I praise the shit out of it, but some songs that have grown off me, and then some that have grown even more opening. Four tracks definitely are no halo of.
Yeah, dude. I remember I really liked it when it came out, and I kind of related.
Some good shit.
Unfortunately, but I remember like I didn't come back to it much.
Yeah, it's got some. If you've like dealt with death, yeah.
Yeah,
it's got some really brutal subject matter.
I had freshly dealt with death when I was. I was reading the lyrics with it the one time. I was just like,
imagine how.
So I didn't come back to it much, but
I can imagine that being fucking brutal. But yeah, I'm sorry about that shit. That's fucking. Yeah, that's all I really had to say about that, to be honest. I had good vocal performances and good lyrical shit, but
yeah, it was definitely it's definitely something that if you like listen to, you gotta pay attention to. There's so much to say.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot to say on there. What's your next?
I have Run the Jewels 3. Fucking
Shit.
One of my favorite rap albums to ever that shit. I know again you're like kind of more of a 2 person, but RTJ3 baby, that shit is.
I really did like. It's kind of it's my cup of tea right there.
Mm-hmm.
It did.
I mean that album's great too.
The third one had fucking.
Like there's just something about. I remember when we came out.
Yeah.
It came out. Well, it was released in 2016 on digital, right? And that came out later this year in January. But I had that on constant rotation, like for weeks. Like I did not put that album away. That shit was all I listened to for a good period of time. I could fucking any one of these songs, especially the beginnings, like "Down" and "Talk to Me" and what's the one that's
yeah, oh fuck, good. Every track with a feature on that album is just so fucking good.
Yeah, dude. And
with them, I think it's called Hey Kids or whatever.
Yeah, yes, Hey Kids with Danny Brown was fucking wild. Thieves was amazing. But then the one that's really cool at the end, the last one, Report to the Shareholders and Kill Your Mouse, was crazy because that song starts out like lower,
yeah,
and then at the end it's like picks it up and out of fucking nowhere, like he's not even listed on the track, but fucking Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine is on that song, and when I first heard that, I was like, "Am I fucking going crazy, or is that Zach De La Rocha?"
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like I could listen to that on repeat.
Because he was on the one single from Richie J's. Dude, that song's fucking good too.
Like, because I was like,
good shit. All right.
I was just happy to hear him again because he did like his own like singles and they were really shitty. So like hearing him in that setting was really cool again because obviously Rage hasn't done anything since essentially the 90s. And yeah, so fucking that feature was great. And then that album I listened to probably more than anything on my list. So good stuff. You got anything else? Fucking he's gone. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck? What the fuck did you do?
Okay. Oh, my back. So sorry. Internet like went out for like. What the fuck?
I was just talking. I was like, I'm talking to fucking no one.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit! I was about to text you like the show must go on. But
yeah. So anyway, I was done talking about that. Yeah, I've probably listened to that album more than I listen to anything on this list. But,
yeah, it's just so fucking good, consistent.
Well, have you got anything else to talk about or what?
I can talk. I mean, I can just keep talking about albums that I fucking listen to. It's just gonna get like lower quality.
Right, fucking whatever. I've only got 3 more.
3 more. All right, I'll throw 3 more that are actually good quality. That new Remo Drive record is definitely one I want to shout out because, like I said, top tier Ian Core right there. Fucking
yeah,
got some very good. It feels like a Bandcamp album. Like when somebody mentions Bandcamp. Out like Bandcamp punk shit, I'll be like, yeah, or like some Remo Drive shit like that. Definitely got a more rough around the edges approach, but got really clean hooks, and then it benefits from that rough around the edges production, like the really shitty like syncopated drum sounds and like the really muddy tone and production. Like it benefits the record in my eyes, and the nasally vocal performances that kind of sounds like it's ripping off Pinkerton. Like it benefits the performance.
It don't
definitely
be here anymore.
Yeah, it's emo. It's emo at its core. It got some, but not pop punk necessarily. I guess punk pop.
Yeah, it's
More emphasis on the punk, definitely, but
mhm. It's
got some even like power pop vibes. It's fucking.
it's hard to like categorize that album, but it's definitely like it's really new.
Yeah, it's got some really killer singles. Even the music videos for it, like the music video for Art School, it's
Yeah,
really fucking dope. Like with all that, like since there's just such a small band, it's like really cool that they're get like an actual art school to like
right.
get all the choreography and shit. The fucking
And then the You're Killing Me video too was cool.
yeah, the You're
Yeah.
Killing Me video is pretty dope. Just yeah, there's some really good songs on there. I think it's gonna climb higher on my end of the year list.
Yeah.
Just because a lot of the singles haven't stuck with me since it came out, and like it's the only album like I've had like more than 4 or 5 songs like on repeat in my playlist. Like
Yeah.
Art School, You're Killing Me, fucking I'm My Own Doctor is really good.
I really like what's the last one called?
Oh, is it Summertime? No,
Good one too.
might be Eat Shit. I'm trying to name tracks. I don't know what order it is. I know I'm My Own Doctor is the second to last track on there.
Yes, I remember that. But,
That's
the last one is
trying to fool
Name
you.
Brand.
Oh, Name Brand. Yeah,
Brand.
that's a weird track. They've got some weird shit going on there.
Yeah, there's like the weird vocal like falsettos in there.
Weird vocal. And like the kind of odd, there's some odd instrumentation like near the end. They kind of gets a little like, yeah, the little world esque, thrown in some international kind of stuff. But they're like every song, even there's not a single song like I don't fuck with at least a little bit, except maybe like Crash Test Rating, just because that song was really overplayed for me at the beginning of the year, and I just fucking heard it a lot. But that's like that's a dumbass reason. Yeah, Strawberry to fucking Art School and You're Killing Me, I'm My Own Doctor, just top tier shit.
No, I have my top 3. They're definitely just straight up me records. Fucking
top tier record.
Dying Fetus with their new album. Wrong
Fuck with.
Which was like before it was out. Before it was out, it was just like the epitome of this is what edge is, kids.
Yeah, I was like, oh god. I wasn't excited, man. I thought it was gonna be edgy as fuck. I thought they're gonna go like new metal or fucking something just for the meme factor.
Your name is Dying Fetus. Your album cover is fucking someone who got axed to death, and your album's called Wrong One to Fuck With, and this is called Edgy. And then the album came out, and it was totally everything Dying Fetus has ever been for the entirety of their career, and doesn't disappoint at all. Fucking just struck to the face from beginning to end. And
yeah, for real.
What's the songs? There's the beginning. It opens up with what the fuck's it called? I'm not good with names. Fixated on Devastation, which the very beginning of that song is just like fucking Rings of Saturn shredding, and and then there's a fucking breakdown and Panic Amongst the Herd, which fucking made my breakdowns playlist because that shit slams, and I mean it's a little. I will say it's a little bit long. It's
yeah.
50 minutes, which is a little bit wild, but it's fucking insane. Then there's the music video for Die With Integrity. Did you watch that?
I didn't watch that.
Oh my god, do you hear about it?
That got going on there. No, I didn't.
Alright, so it was the same director as the one who did the Forced Gender Reassignment.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's not quite as bad, but it's like there's a pregnant lady and this guy just like there's some guy fucking killing people, and then like there's a lot of rape and blood, and it's fucking gross, but it's as exactly what the fuck you'd expect, because I mean it's on YouTube still, so it's a little bit less than forced gender reassignment, but wow. But the song anyway is fucking wild. But yeah, that album's insane. It just came out, so I haven't listened to it too much. But fucking what? He's gone again. I'm sorry, it's just fucking weird. He's got shitty internet, if you couldn't tell. I guess I'll just talk until I realize he's back. So yeah, the new Dying Fetus, wrong one to fuck with. The album's fucking insane, like front to back. It's just kicking you in the head. Reveling in the Abyss. I mean, anything. Fucking, I remember Unmitigated Detestation was fucking wild. He's coming. Hello. Almost. We're almost here.
Oh, so working?
He's back.
I'm back
Again.
I'm back, boys.
Yeah, anyway, I kind of done talking about that. I kind of finished up while you were gone. But yeah, that album's fucking wild. What you got?
Oh, what do I got?
Yeah, what you got?
Fuck. I don't even remember what I was gonna, because I was like focused. Oh, this one's more little Brett core. The new, not really people were into this, but the new Impetuous Ritual record. It's very doom death crossover kind of thing they got going on. Very, very like not sludgy, but like kind of muddy. It just kind of feels like you're stepping in quicksand the entire time you're listening to it, just because it's just so fucking.
I haven't even heard of that.
It's just brutal, like all the way through. Very atmospheric in places.
I'm gonna have to check that out, because I haven't even fucking heard of them, and I can't believe that slipped under my radar. That's wild.
Yeah, I think I recommend it to you. I think the only reason I fucking knew it is because somebody put it in the rec channel in the Discord server. But
yeah, well, yeah.
And I think it was like when I was reviewing the new Sworn In record, and like I just was like, this is the worst fucking metal record I've heard in so long. And then somebody was like, here, man, I gotcha. Yeah, because I rated it the same day I put out that review. Fuck, dude, fuck that album. Fuck that Sworn In record, dude. I can't stand it.
Did I tell you when I was at work, my friend like met them?
Oh yeah, you did tell me that, and I was like, why would he want to do that?
He was like, I met all Sworn In, took a picture at their meeting. I was like, fucking why? He was like, they were there. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's fair. I would my head ass would just do some shit and be like, hey, I wrote a review for your guys' new album. You guys should check it
out. So my number 2, I already told you, is the new Mastodon album, Emperor of Sand. Maybe I'll just talk about this one.
Yeah, you can go for it. I'll just shut up. I'll let you talk this one.
But,
it's not like I hated it. I was just really bored.
I can see where you're coming from, but like I found like there's so many fucking good riffs. I really love my favorite track's Steam Breather. That shit, that riff in the beginning is fucking cool, and then it's like really kind of weird until like the chorus comes in. It's one of the catchiest things I've ever heard in my goddamn life. And there's shit like Sultan's Curse is cool. Show Yourself is like the kind of rock radio song, which isn't bad at all. But yeah, Precious Stones was sick. Roots Remain. Kind of those first 5 are like fucking top tier for me. And then it goes into Clandestiny, which is another highlight towards the end. And like Scorpion Breath and Jaguar God were more like prog songs at the end, which was fucking good. Like, I mean, it's no Leviathan.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it's not even.
It's a damn good record.
Not even another Once More Around the Sun, which I would have taken. I actually love that record, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
it's good shit.
Yeah, I think it's good. Whatever.
So Is it my turn again? We going one more time?
I mean, you can do another one. I've got one more. You want to do another one?
Thinking. There's the record. I don't know what record I want to show.
The fuck just happened? Oh my god. Wait. Now I'm confused. Hang on. I'm gonna eject him. Oh shit. Okay. This is retarded. I don't know. His internet sucks. I can tell because of all the fucking cutting out and shit. But,
am I cutting out and shit? Oh god.
There you go.
Oh no.
Anyway, it's not that bad. At least the show can go on.
Show's going. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what record I said at least?
No.
God damn it! All right, the new Captain We're Sinking record.
Oh yeah.
I thought this is really solid, but at the same time, I was super disappointed by it, just because the Future is Canceled is just such a it's probably my second favorite album of all time, and just with how really well written and well executed that record is. The new record's not bad by any means, but and the second half of it is phenomenal, but like the production really bogs it down, just because it's the Run for Cover Records thing to do is just make all the production for all their albums just shit. And you can tell that they didn't want to make a part 2 to The Future is Canceled because it just wasn't in the cards for them to do so. And that honestly made it more of a better record, just because they were like, we're not going to be able to replicate this, so we're just going to do whatever the fuck we want to. And that ultimately, I feel like, made it better. I mean, a lot of people really fucking hated this record. And I still have it, like, I would still give it like a solid, like maybe like a light 8 out of 10. That's just solid 7. It was a really good record in its own right, but like compared to like the fattest like 10 out of 10 in the history of the fucking universe, to me, it's a little disappointing. But yeah, the second half of that record is really well done. But I think that's because they took it from the lead singer solo record and just made it put instrumentation on it.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't even know that until I was reading like sound offs for it on Spot. But even then, it's just fucking good. I'm not mad.
I remember.
So what's your?
All right.
Shit.
No, that's cool. All right, well, I remember I listened to The Future's Canceled, and that was good shit. I'll have to go back to it.
Real sound waves.
Anyway, so my number one, which I've been reveling about since it fucking came out, like I actually since before it came out, because I loved the singles that much. Fucking Fit for an Autopsy.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one. I forgot. I was like, oh, man, what the fuck could he be going on about? But that makes sense. Yeah, it's a good album.
About deathcore nowadays, like I remember I wrote my review for it, but like we had Whitechapel last year, which they're going obviously on the toilet. Suicide Silence was free. I mean, let me talk about Suicide Silence actually. I don't hate that record. It's not bad.
To
me, it's not
really bad.
But,
it's really bad, man. Hey, man, whatever the fuck.
I haven't listened to it since
Taste your taste.
I haven't listened to it since February, but I mean, I don't hate it. But anyway, people, I mean, it's not what you want. And funny thing, I actually was listening to a podcast it was the Jamie Joss's podcast, and he had Alex from Suicide Silence on, and he was like, so like, have you guys thought about next record? And they were like, yeah, we're just gonna do fucking really heavy shit and then like throw in one weird thing. And then like he said, we've talked about it. Like now we can go back, but like we also can do the other shit because now people are like kind of used to it. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna like fucking do like we're just gonna be heavy. I was like, okay.
It's like, all right, you know, fucking whatever, we'll take it.
But so yeah, like deathcore, everything seems to be going away. And then like this year, we got this Fit for an Autopsy. There was Shadow of Intent, and Dyer's Merge is coming out the next month. Which,
And that, don't forget that A Virgin's Crown record, dude.
yeah, Virgin's Crown, actually, I should have mentioned that. That was really sick. But, like, it's like
Alien
all
core.
these bands rising up from the ashes of what used to be. And fucking Fit for an Autopsy is killing it because, I mean, I'll kind of rehash what I said in my review. Like, there's deathcore is an angry genre, just like objectively, and like it can't not be.
It's an angry genre. Yeah.
Not this album isn't like Suicide Silence fucking unanswered, where they're just screaming about fucking how God doesn't exist.
Where is your God?
Which, don't get me wrong, I fucking love that song, but like this is like anger with it needs something because they're like, you can tell they're very conscious of the planet, and a lot of the lyrics are about pollution and fucking all that garbage. And then the one that really gets me, is Black Mammoth. The one about the Dakota Access Pipeline and the the Native Americans, their like experience with that, and just like the chorus in that song is like fucking phenomenal.
Some good shit.
And then what's the record? There's, I mean, don't even get me the fucking Hydra at the beginning. And that wasn't a single, but when I first put that record on, it's like that shit fucking annihilates. The vocals are just kind of like vocals and a drum beat at the beginning of that song, and it kicks in. And there's a breakdown towards the beginning, or towards like the middle, I guess, of that song. It's like my favorite kind of shit, where it's like you can give me a slow ass breakdown anytime, and I'm just like, what the fuck ever. But when it's like actual riffs with a beat, where you can, but it's still a breakdown. That's the good shit. Like, I don't know why people haven't fucking discovered that. Like, fuck the slow shit. But goddamn, Hydra, that shit's still my like one of my top songs of the year. And there's Heads Will Hang, which fucking down, but that shit hits. Iron Moon is wild, and then like that's when it kind of turns. There's like a turning point in this album where the beginning is more just like kind of angry at the other people and the earth, and then like it kind of turns into this more self-aware thing, like what the fuck am I doing here, and what can I do? Like it's more
definitely.
Like
it's kind of introspective,
less angry, less angry and more like upset, which is such a just
it's not something you see in deathcore. It's usually not like there's not really much self issues in deathcore. It's usually like fuck you, you're the reason for all my problems, you're the reason the world's gonna fucking end, fuck you. Like that's just kind of how deathcore is. So like,
the album starts out like that, where it's very like what the fuck is going on, and then it kind of turns into this like, Jesus Christ, we're all gonna die. And it's just like
it's
like when the bulbs burn out, and then
that's a good ass song. Such a good fucking song.
I'll never remember this. And one of these. Empty Still. That was one of my highlights. But there's lines in there where he says, I never wanted to live in a world that would kill me. I never wanted a father who wouldn't forgive me. That shit got me, man. Like, you could just tell, like, it was, this album turned from fucking to like sorrow. It's still like, it's like one of those, you know, like when you cry, but you're just like punching shit while you cry. It feels like that. And that's been my album of the year.
That's definitely a good album.
That's been my album of the year.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess, do you have anything else to mention?
Your list as well, even though I finished mine.
All right. So I don't know how long it's been, but
so dude, that was
Huh?
Completely gone.
All right, well, fuck it then.
Like it's been
Like, all right. First of all,
yeah, it's been about
an
an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, whatever. Then we can. Then fuck it. I'm gonna talk about the shit that I listened to that was all garbage. Just real quick.
Are we gonna talk about garbage real quick?
Well, yeah. Let's go for it. The first album, or the worst, I should say, the worst album I've probably listened to almost ever. Not to mention this year is the new 6 Feet Under album. Like fucking PSA to Chris Barnes, stop, just stop, just stop. That's all. Just stop. You weren't good after. I mean, there was The Bleeding from Cannibal Corpse, and that's like one of the best albums ever. And then just stop. Just why did you keep going? Because. So yeah, 6 Feet Under. I mean, I listened to like when that first single dropped. I was like, this isn't bad. Like I can get past the like shittily produced vocals on top of the really well produced death metal, like the rest of it. But then I started to listen to the whole album, and I was just like, excuse me, I was just like, this hurts because
it's shit.
Chris
It's not shit.
Like he doesn't know how to produce. It's like it's not fucking 1995 anymore, and you can produce your vocals.
Yeah.
So. And then I know we agree on the new Code Orange album, which is
the new Code Orange album.
Also really bad and like not bad.
I thought about it. It's kind of warmed up to me. Like it's just like there's some moments on it that I didn't really like. It actually grew on me quite a bit. I'm not.
It's not as bad as I originally thought, but like there's Bleeding in the Blur, which is really fun because it's not like any of the other songs, but like.
Yeah,
the rest of them,
Bleeding in the Blur is actually like longer. Yeah, there's some odd choices, like the closing track, pretty weird and not good. I'll just say that.
It's just
the singles from it were pretty solid. The second half was like kind of eh.
Yeah, it's so not focused. Like they're just fucking being heavy for no reason, and there's just so much like.
Definitely.
So much weird experimental shit that you're like, what? Like, it's just so all over the place and not good.
I agree with that.
There's also the new AFI record, which is like hot trash, which I didn't even listen to much. But I will say,
didn't care.
Oh man, dude, the disappointment I had. It wasn't necessarily awful, but it was very disappointing. Was J. Cole's album? Like I kind of really wanted it to be a lot more than it was.
Was that?
Huh?
I didn't even know that was this year. Shit.
I think it was December.
The new J. Cole album.
Yeah.
I was just I didn't really care for it.
So there's two more that are really shitty that I just want to fucking get off my chest. The new album from Ghost Bath. What the fuck? Why do you?
Yeah, that was Death having cover bands.
It's so bad. It's like okay. Take Death Heaven's instrumentals and water it down a little bit, and then just yell. Like, just yell. Don't even say words. Just yell. And there's Ghost Bath. It's fucking atrociously like.
Make sure you don't actually write lyrics.
Yeah, I seriously listen to some and it's just like the whole time. Like, I don't get it. Shit's awful. And I mean, they're touring.
This is accurate. If you haven't listened to that album, that's literally what it sounds like.
It's wild. And they're going on tour with Fallujah and Dyer's Murder and Decapitated. Like, what the
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Hey, maybe they might play their one good song they had on there. What was that one song, the Golden Number or whatever it's called on their album before? That song's really fucking good. But other than that, like every other song, like everything else they do is just not good.
Like, I can't.
Oh, I don't even know, man.
Anyway, and then I have also the new Motionless in White album. I mean, I don't even know if I really need to talk about it because it's Motionless in White and it's new.
That sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's a new metal album, 2017.
Yeah.
Same thing with the new Sworn In album. God, fuck that album.
Fucking, I mean, Motionless in
Fuck
White
that album.
somehow convinced Jonathan Davis from Korn to be on their album. And thing about, I don't even know. There's just that in that song that he's on. There's the chorus is the same melody as "It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want to." The same melody, and it's just like a parody lyrics of that line in the chorus, and it's like the worst shit I've ever. Like
That's pretty.
there, I'll give it 570. It was a damn good song, but that's because it was a lot more like Creatures, which is a good album, and
Yeah, it's a lot like their older.
not new metal at all. I feel like that song was such an oddball because that came out a year ago now, and the album only came out a couple months ago. So I feel like they just kind of threw it in there, and I wasn't like the rest of the album. But they, that's a good song.
They're like, oh yeah, that song, sure.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about that shit. There's so much more. I could talk about fucking every album on this list.
Yeah, we could talk. I could talk about shit albums for another 2 or 3 fucking. Just fucking.
Let me just.
All right. I think we had there.
I'm just.
Okay, fuck the new Chainsmokers album.
I'm just gonna like browse. Do I have anything else? Oh, let's just. I just want to mention the Harry Styles album because surprisingly, that shit was pretty damn good. There's some fucking bops on that shit.
So it has some good songs on it.
There was
fucking Caroline.
New Casey Strain was Mary Casey Strain. Fun, but not very interesting. Yeah, I guess that's a good one.
Yeah.
Wild. That was some lot of shit. Oh, what about Northlane?
Oh, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. Just
I was
really
like
boring.
Northlane, it just dropped out of nowhere too. Did you?
I respect them for that marketing strategy. Is really fucking interesting.
Did you listen to Dry Jacket? Did I even tell you about that?
Yeah, the For Posterity. Oh no,
Yeah.
that was alright. I don't know what they wrote.
Well,
I didn't care for it. It was alright.
We've gone on long enough. Let's see. What's fucking coming out soon? Are you looking forward to anything?
The new Tyler the Creator record. I mean, already weeks, but I haven't really. Well, I haven't listened to it yet because I don't want to really get it spoiled. But I'm really excited for that, and just because of all the hype and how many like people are saying the week is really fucking good. And the National record coming out in September. My sad dad fucking Circle Jerk is about to get.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. So, I accidentally just lowered the average for that Dry Jacket album. I feel bad now. And it was at a 3.4, and then I lowered my rating to a 3, and then it bumped it down to a 3.4.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking forward to New Rings of Saturn. Definitely is going to be good. Their new singles are cool. Wage War.
That's gonna be it. Spring's Red.
That's right. Yeah, that hasn't had really any talk like about official yet, but it's definitely.
Yeah. Like they're trying to tease it and trying to be like trying to fuck with us about it. Because usually by now they would have dropped the singles. Like they would have dropped the single in like April at their like normal schedule and shit. Maybe they're toying with it more. Maybe they're not actually. Then maybe they're actually taking 3 years to drop it instead of.
I mean, it's done, isn't it?
Done? Yeah, they said it was done on their Twitter like 3 months ago, and I was like, okay, so. But now.
So, Knuckle Puck's kind of in the same boat. I think that's actually totally done. I think they just filmed a music video.
Well, they came out that 7-inch, I remember. And I was
like, oh, cool. That was whatever. That was it. But I feel like that was like all the shit they released before, and like I don't really take it as like a taste of what's coming. So.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm excited to see what they got going on. Cup 6, a solid album.
They got some new Incantation comes out next month, which is gonna hopefully be a good slab of death metal. There's Murder, New Desolation. I can't fucking wait for.
Yeah,
that new single's fucking phenomenal. It's so wild, but I really am interested because the new single is very like straight up death metal, and a lot of it's like very much more straightforward. So I'm interested in that. Neck Deep.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm intrigued what they got going on.
Their new stuff. I was pretty good stuff.
I think I was the album added to the database.
Fucking Foo Fighters.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, who knows?
It actually is a good ass new song. That Run.
Yeah, that single they dropped was pretty solid.
Canadian Softball.
Somebody has a 5. Dude, yeah, the Canadian Softball album. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. That's a comedy album, so dude, I'm fucking ready.
And we talk about that song.
That song was actually so good. It was like honestly, like if I didn't know it was Jared Alonji doing a comedy project, I would legit think it's a serious song.
He's so good at that. Like
it's funny as hell.
I like tweeted his.
It adds like another layer of comedy onto that because of like.
It's fucking crazy. Like I tweeted his link on Twitter, and I was like, "Here goes Jared again, making inside jokes with the community and fooling everyone else into thinking it's real music." Like, it's so crazy. Like, as it was so funny though. As soon as it started, I was like, "Oh, it's the modern baseball song."
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for that shit. He's a fucking G. Like, he's a fucking G.
Some funny shit.
Well,
all right, so you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, I guess so. We talked to.
Yeah, man. It's talking to you. Cool. I mean, if anybody's on the stream, if my man Beater is still there.
I don't think so. He probably got bored as well.
Oh shit. Damn, all right.
All he listens to is fucking. What the fuck? What's the album? Oh my god. Am I retarded? The Wonder Years album.
Yeah. No Closer to Heaven, that's it.
Closer to Heaven. He listens to that and like Metallica.
I know your friends more than you know your friends.
I couldn't remember the name of it. I could see it. I could hear all the songs.
Yeah.
All he listens to is that and Justice for All. Those are like the two things he listens to ever.
Yeah, those aren't bad albums to listen to.
And then like the first La Dispute album. And
no, fuck that album. Sorry, Peter. I fucking hate that album.
What?
I love I do like La Dispute, good ass band. Their second album, Wildlife, is like a hard 5. But that first album I have 1. Like I just can't stand it. It's just so fucking I can't stand it. I think I might up my rating. I think a 1's a little harsh. I think I might 1.5 it or 2 it, but I just can't fucking stand it. Wow. The vocals, the mix is so shit. The mix is literally fucking terrible.
I'll give you that.
Everything is so much louder than it needs to be. And like when I'm listening to music in bed and a song from that album will come on, everything gets so much louder, and then I have to fucking shit. What else? What else is like really fucking? The vocals on that album are bad. The spoken word poetry things are so much worse, and like just really awkward and try to sound like edgy Tumblr girl, which it basically wound up becoming. It fucking the shape of Tumblr to come. That's literally what that album is. The shape of Tumblr to come. Fucking. Then it's not. Yeah, it's just not much. There's some really cool guitar lines on there, but it's not worth it.
Wow. All right.
So there's my lot of speed rant to end the fucking mid-year 2017 was. Guess I'll see you in 6 months.
All right. Well, let's fucking end it before we talk too much.
No, it's already past that point.
All right, we'll go until we have an 8-hour limit.
Yeah, I have an 8-hour limit. All right, sorry guys. Fucking.
All right, so fuck this. We're done. I've talked about everything I can talk about. Listen to Fit for an Autopsy. That shit's good. All right, goodbye.